working now. Ah, there we go. Perfect. Okay. For real this time, hopefully. So, a few days ago, you might have noticed that I attempted to stream the Castlevania DLC for this, but it didn't go too well. The stream kept cutting off like 3 separate times, and I didn't know why, and I couldn't really do anything about it, which was unfortunate because I wanted to stream my blind reactions to this playthrough, you know, to be more authentic. But unfortunately, we can't do that. Once the stream ended, I just decided to keep playing to my own leisure, and finished it eventually. As of now, I have fully beaten the game, as well as the DLC. I've pretty much unlocked every major item from the DLC that I care about. And today, I just want to take this opportunity to stream it and give my commentary on the DLC, because I didn't get to stream the rest of it. So I think it'd be interesting for just for us to run through the game and kind of give my thoughts on it, because I didn't get to do that. I didn't get to give my thoughts on the DLC in its entirety. And we'll go ahead and see what stuff we get. So let's go ahead and get this ball rolling. I also adjusted my microphone because I noticed it was a bit too high, so I'm seeing how that goes. So you'll notice that I am Hector from Curse of Darkness. This character was one of the hardest characters to get in this DLC. And the reason why Hector was so hard to get was because he only dropped from the dire werewolves, which are an enemy type that can only be accessed at stem cell 2 or 3 difficulty. So you gotta beat the game at least twice before you're even able to access him. And then, of course, you had to grind for him, which the drop chance was 1.7%. Can you believe that? Yeah, so trust me when I say that I'm happy that I got him. I think this is probably the best outfit in the game, personally. I mean, Trevor's pretty cool too, but, you know, it's Hector. This is the first time we've seen Hector in a 2D space, because he's a 3D-vania character. He's on the PS2. So this is dope. This is really cool. Minor nitpick, and someone pointed this out on Twitter, and I kind of agree. It's weird because a lot of the characters in this game are known for having, like, flowing capes and sashes, but for some reason, Hector doesn't have his. Hector has, you could see it right there on his waist, he has the red sash. And in the game, in Curse of Darkness, when you're running around, the red sash flows behind him. But for some reason, they didn't add that to him. It's just weird. I mean, it's still a cool costume, don't get me wrong, it's just strange. Anyway, fun fact. If you input the Konami code right here, you'll get a Morning Star. You can do this at any point in the run, and it scales to what your stats are during the run. So that's pretty cool. Hector, what are you doing with this? You shouldn't have this. You're not at Belmont. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Let me know if there's any problems with the stream. So yeah, look at all this stuff I got. I've had to have run through this game like 6 or 7 times, like in a row. Maybe even 8, maybe even 10. I think, like, during my time trying to grind for, like, accessories and items from this DLC, I think I have wound up beating this game like 10 times. At least it feels like it. Anyway, so what do we have here? Wrenching Whip. Is that better than what we have? Oh, it is. The Wrenching Whip is better than the Morning Star. I guess we're going to be using that then. Alright. Oh, don't mess with that. Alright. Yeah, look at that. So yeah, I love this DLC. Just getting straight to the point, this is a really well-made DLC. This is probably one of the best Castlevania collabs that I've ever seen. the amount of effort and references and care that went into this is just awesome. This is easily one of the best Castlevania collabs I've played. I love the way that they handled the weapons. Like, the whip mechanics in this game feel really nice and satisfying. Like, the fact that you can play as, like, all these different Castlevania characters is really dope. Again, Hector, man, like, this is a first. This is a first to put Hector in a 2D game. Man, Twinmotion's over here doing God's work. Just double checking stuff real quick. Making sure everything's up to snuff. Checking chat. Because I, can't be too sure after what happened last time. Okay, that does sound better. Just wanted to make sure. Alright. So our stats are red, brutality, so we're going to focus on that. This is probably going to be a short stream. I reckon it'll probably be less than an hour because of how many times I've played this. Also because I didn't increase the difficulty, so it's definitely going to go by pretty fast. So let's look at the Castlevania stuff. So, something to note, and this is interesting. Twinmotion was slick when they did this. They knew exactly what they were doing. So, I think Twinmotion had the intuition that most people that were going to be playing this DLC were Castlevania fans, and probably only had the desire to play the Castlevania stuff. Because, again, I'll be honest, I had no desire to play Dead Cells before this. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people did too. I mentioned this during the stream last time, that I have a bunch of friends in the Castlevania community who haven't played Dead Cells either, and they only got it because of this DLC. And I think they knew that, and I think they were like, okay, if we're gonna have all these people coming in to play this Castlevania DLC, we gotta, like, convince them to keep playing our game, right? So here's what they did, right? We're going to go into the Castlevania DLC right now. We're going to go down these stairs and into the Castlevania level. But here's the thing. You can only play half of it during any given run. If you go immediately, like what I'm doing right now, you're only going to play like 2 levels and then you fight death, and then you continue the rest of the game, like the base game. And you can't come back to it. If you choose to start the run and play the main game and come to the Castlevania stuff later during the run, then you can go to Dracula's castle and fight Dracula and get the ending. So it's smart. So basically, it's kind of like them making a little compromise, saying, okay, look, you play half of our game, and then you can play half of the DLC to yourself. How about that? And it works, because, like, inadvertently trying to unlock all this stuff for the Castlevania DLC, I ended up beating the entire game and getting all the runes and the abilities because they just kind of force you to. And I think that's clever. That's clever design. That's really clever, and it doesn't overstay its welcome. They let you play the Castlevania DLC, and it's evenly paced. And the way they mesh it all together into these maps, it just works so well. So yeah, that really smart move by Twinmotion for doing that. Because again, I have to be honest, if they didn't do it like that, I would literally only play the Castlevania DLC and not even bother playing the rest of it, because I'm only here for the DLC. I know that sounds messed up, but that's the truth. I'm only here for the DLC because I had no desire to play this initially. Having beat it now, having played it and beat it numerous times, I can definitely see why this got so many, like, Game of the Year awards and nominations and stuff, and why it's so well praised. It's a really good game. It's just that I had no, like, immediate desire to play it. It's great, though. Castle Outskirts. Yep, so here we are. Back like we never left. Alright. So the castle gates are still open. I'll try to point out any references that I come across, because there is definitely some. If any of you follow me on Twitter, you probably already saw me post a bunch of stuff about this game already. I was posting stuff about this game non-stop. Like, I was posting stuff about the references, the characters, the costumes, the dialogue, the endings and whatnot. I was posting stuff left and right, because I just could not shut up about this game. It's fantastic, dude. Like, my friend Zelrog, he kind of said, like, you know, I don't know if he's being facetious about it, but he was like, you know, watch this be like them leading into, like, making their own Castlevania game, like Twinmotion being able to make their own Castlevania. Because I want to be honest with you, like, this feels good. This genuinely feels like a Castlevania game. Like, it feels like I'm playing a demo or like a prototype of what a Castlevania game would be like if it was made in the Dead Cells engine. That's how good this is. Okay, so we can't go up that way. We gotta press the button. We gotta do the, you know, tedious button pressing stuff to get the elevator to go up. And even though I have the wall run, or the wall jump mechanic, there's spikes on the wall, so I can't cheese it. What are you doing there, librarian? Ooh, you got Death's Scythe here? Too bad I'm fucking poor. Alright, I guess we're going back. Let me go ahead and pause real quick so I can look at chat. I noticed like a couple people popped in and out, but they haven't said anything yet. I wonder if the stream's doing okay. I'm just double checking. Okay, so I've noticed that that did not fix it. I'm probably gonna have to just increase the volume. I think I just need to be quieter. Yeah, you know what? Let me fix that real fast. Cause can't have that. All right, back to normal. All right. Anyway. Wait, no, we're not going back up there. Yeah, I was trying to experiment with the microphone sensitivity. Didn't really make a difference in terms of quality. It just made like the audio lower on my end. It made the volume lower. That's all it did. It didn't affect the quality. So that answers my question. So I guess I'm just gonna have to invest in a new headset, because frankly, this microphone quality is garbage. It was a budget headset. It was like $40. Whoa, I didn't know Hector was a skin in this one. Wait, let me see here. I hate how it doesn't show everything on game version as well. Yeah, that's another thing too. I'm so glad that they did not, you know, reference the Netflix-vania stuff in this game. I was really scared that they were going to do that when they, like, added Trevor and Sypha and Hector in this game. I was so scared that they were going to reference those designs. I'm glad they didn't, though. They actually referenced the games, and matter of fact, I'll make sure to show you guys what Trevor looks like later on when I finish this run. I'm gonna show every outfit. Matter of fact, when we finish this run, I'm gonna go to the outfit area and show you guys all the outfits that I got in the run. Because there's some great outfits. Okay, what are we doing over here? Get this power up. I said this on Twitter about, I was like, leave it to Dead Cells to bring Hector into a 2D space before Konami does. Thanks, Nary64. I wonder if Trevor has jacket physics. Well, he's got something physics going on. His design in this game looks more reminiscent of classic Trevor from Castlevania 3. And it kind of looks like a mixture of Curse of Darkness Trevor, too. I really like it. I really like how they made Trevor look in this game. It's a really neat design. And I'll be sure to show off when I get there. But for now, we just gotta beat this real quick. We just gotta beat this game. Alright, what are we doing? Okay, going up there. I could be going way faster than this. I'm just talking too much. This happens every time. I get caught in the cadence of talking, and then I just take forever. Alright, increase that. Call the elevator. Oh, we got it down here. We put the button all the way down here. Bunch of psychopaths. Something else I've noticed too, if you listen close. Did you hear it? I don't know about you, but that sounded a lot like Daring Assault to me. You know, the first stage music from Order of Shadows. That sounded a lot like Daring Assault to me. Which, if that was a reference to that just bravo, hands off to them, man. Like, wow. Like the attention to detail and the attention to like references and everything like that is just astounding. Like. And I know it sounds hypocritical because it's like, I get on the Netflix show for that too. And I criticize the Netflix show because of that. I'm like, oh, it's just a bunch of shameless Easter eggs and references. The difference here, though, was that one, it's a video game, it's a crossover title. It's not trying to take itself seriously. It's not trying to take itself seriously as an adaptation. That's the first thing. And second, these references are obscure. These are obscure references. Like, we missed it. I forgot to point it out. But we passed by a painting that was a reference to Ayami Kojima's artwork from the Best Music Collections box. That is obscure. Nobody would have found that out. Nobody would have pointed that out unless you're like an absolute hardcore fan of the series. Nobody would have batted an eye to that. This one right here. This guy. Yeah, that is a reference to the Best Music Collections artwork. That is awesome. That is so dope. Anyway, Dracula's Castle, here we go. Let me see, it's alright. Talking is fun to an extent, and while this game promotes speed at first, when you come to play it for a while, it promotes adaptability, never getting hit. Oh yeah, I already knew that because of having to play on a Stem Cell 2 and 3 difficulty, of having to get Hector. Yeah. Once you start playing those harder difficulties, you can't really speed through this game because you have to increase your stats. You have to go all around the map, you have to take your time, you have to go find all the scrolls so that you can increase your stats, because if you don't, then you're gonna get fucked. I guess we can invest in that, why not? We don't need to do that. Also, this background music, I just noticed. Well, no, I didn't just notice it. I noticed a while ago. It's a slowed down version of Dracula's Castle, or Castle Dracula from Symphony of the Night, if you listen closely. Oh no, it's Tragic Prince, not Castle Dracula. It's Tragic Prince. This DLC is, well, a genuine love letter for this game. The developers really do genuinely love the Castlevania. It seems it's made for... Yes, that's the biggest difference. That is the biggest difference to me. Like the glyph art who actually remembers the symbols art of those? Me, yeah, see, exactly. Like, you took the words right out of my mouth. That's the difference here. Respect and care and passion for the series, the games, dude. That's something that was lacking from the show. And the writers have adamantly expressed that. But it's like, yeah, when you see it in a game like this, when it comes from people who are actually passionate about the games and actually love these characters and love this world that they set it in, they love the story, they love the world, they love the characters, they love the music, they love the gameplay. It feels more genuine when they put references in here. It doesn't just feel like a cash grab. It doesn't just feel like they skimmed the wiki and just put something in the background, you know? Because that's what Netflix-vania basically did. They just skimmed the wiki and just was like, hey, you remember that potion from Aria of Sorrow? Let's put that in the background. Hey guys, remember Legion? Remember Slogger and Gaibon? Remember those guys? I gotta calm down. I don't want to get on a tirade about Netflix-vania again. This happens every stream. Every stream this happens, I've noticed. Alright, where are we at right now? Oh, we don't want to miss that. Go ahead and grab that. Hold on, I'm missing chat. Morning. Oh, it's evening for me. Morning during 64 and Company. Can't stay long. I'm now working full-time. I now see why the Dead Cells DLC is getting hyped up. Thank the gods, indeed. That show did more damage than people realize. Yep, it did. Yes, indeed it did. Yeah, that's cool. You're working full-time. That's pretty neat. But, I mean, if you're not sticking around, it's cool having you here. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi. Which makes me question something. Which one would you prefer? Netflix-vania revitalizing the series, but damaging its reputation permanently? You mean like... Okay. You mean like what people are speculating with Nocturne right now? Like with Nocturne, how people think that, like, oh, Nocturne is going to be like them trying to redeem themselves by making actual, like, better writing, respect for the characters, and respect for the source material? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, you mean, or let it quietly live with itself, kind of like Toho or Japan? Yeah, I would rather it live with itself, honestly, because the thing is, if they do attempt to revitalize it, the problem with doing that, and I've mentioned this before, is that when you attempt to revitalize it and change it from what it was, you it kind of turns into an anomaly, and it contradicts what came before, because you're making a sequel to the Netflix show. It has to live up to the same standards that you created. If you change it too much to what respects the source material, and you take out all the raunchy humor and the swearing and the anti-religion bullshit, people aren't going to vibe with it the same way that they used to. At least I don't think so, you know? Because there's a reason why people, like, crowded to the Netflix show. There's a reason why they were attracted to it so much. And I'll tell you right now, it wasn't because Castlevania is such a fantastic series on its own. It's because of all the quote-unquote artistic liberties that they took with it to make it more modern and more digestible for broader audiences. That's why. Because I guarantee you, if they made an actual, like, one-to-one faithful adaptation to the series, I guarantee you it probably wouldn't be as popular. It probably wouldn't. At least I don't think so. I guess it's kind of like here nor there. But, yeah. Getting carried away. Wait, oh, wait, we're going back to the beginning. Stop doing that. Alright, where do we want to go? We want to go up. Revitalizations can be anything like Armored Core 6 to Armored Core 5. 6 years in development. Yakuza 0 for the Yakuza franchise? Oh, okay, I get what you mean. I see what you mean. Okay. I misunderstood the question. You mean, would I rather have... Because Netflix-vania brought new interest to the series. I get what you're saying. Right. You're saying that Netflix-vania revitalized interest in the franchise, and because of that, it also damaged its reputation. Yeah. Honestly, I've expressed this before. If I knew back in the day that this is what we were going to get, if this was what we were going to get, I would have just said no. Because, you know, growing up, and again, this is what hurts the most, man, is that growing up, I was told countless times that there was going to be, like, this Castlevania movie in development, and it never came. Like, every year, my dad would be like, oh, you know, it's still, they're working on it, Darian, they're working on that Castlevania movie, just you wait. And I would just wait, and wait, and wait, and nothing ever came of it. And then we finally got the Netflix series, and I saw red flags immediately when I saw that first trailer, because one, it was an anime, and two, it was on Netflix. Both of those things combined mean that you are trying to expand the franchise to a much broader audience. And when you do that, I know for a fact you're going to take artistic liberties, and it's not going to be for the better. It's not. It's not going to be for the better. And my point was proven that it wasn't for the better, because it fucking sucks. Yeah. So, in my opinion, yeah, I would have rather just let it sit there quietly, because you know what? Growing up, I've already had to deal with this series being stagnant and not having a lot of interest behind it. I've tried many, many times to get people into this franchise. Like, dude, when I was in elementary school, I could tell you, like, all the stories I've had from when I would take my copies of, like, Lament of Innocence and Curse of Darkness to my friend's house so that I could hook them into the series, and it never worked. They never got into it. I would always take my copies of Castlevania to my friends' houses and try to get them hooked. They never got into it. They would always say, oh, it's too boring, I don't like the whip gameplay, I'm not into this kind of like Metroidvania design, I don't like the backtracking. There was always something about it that they didn't like. And I could never hook anybody. The only person I really hooked was like my bro, and you know, he plays Castlevania, but even that took a while. That took a while. The weird thing is that Castlevania is already kind of broad. It's one of the lighter gothic series. It's the progenitor of Metroidvania. Hold on, I'm looking at chat again. Hold on, okay. It brought interest in it, but not the interest of the Japanese community. Yeah. So why did they make a Game of Thrones? I don't know. It's the progenitor of the Metroidvania genre, and the dialogue is kind of mature. Definitely, yeah. Yeah, so I mean, it is broad because it's a very vast series. It's got dozens upon dozens of games in its lifespan across many different consoles for like over 30 plus years. So I guess it's not technically niche or anything, but it's weird because even though it's really iconic in a way, it's still overlooked. Most people have only played Symphony of the Night, and maybe even the NES games. But nobody really sits down and talks about, you know, Order of Ecclesia, or Dawn of Sorrow, or Portrait of Ruin. I mean, I guess nowadays they kind of are, because again, revitalized interest in the franchise has skyrocketed, so people are emulating them, they're playing them on hardware again. So nowadays you're seeing it, but for like the past decade, nobody was talking about those games. Those were niche. The GBA games and the DS games especially, the PS2 games were niche. Most people were not playing those. Like, the common response you'd get to be like, oh, there were PS2 Castlevanias? What? Like, yeah, there was, and guess what? They were conducted by the same person that composed Symphony of the Night. Did you know that? In fact, most of them are. But they wouldn't know that. Its gothic atmosphere is broad. If you read into the dialogue and story, it shows a very mature, written story. It's kind of obscure. At best, these games only... Yeah, this isn't exactly like one of those franchises that hits like 1 million copies per game. This is one... Yeah, like, maybe like 500K. And I get what you mean by saying it's kind of broad in the sense that it's very kind of basic. it's very accessible. Castlevania is very accessible, and it, you know, it kind of irks me, and I'm not the only one that thinks this. I gotta go over there. Doesn't it, like, irk you when you get those people that say that Castlevania is a complicated story, or that it has a complicated timeline, when it really doesn't? Castlevania is one of the most digestible franchises out there, personally. The only difficult thing that you have to keep track of when it comes to this series is just remembering which Belmont comes next. That's really it. That's the only thing that you'd have to remember. And even then, it's not that difficult to, you know, comprehend. That's still an extremely impressive number to consider a low-budget game, but I guess Konami is huge. I don't know if I would say low-budget. Konami's been a huge developer, like, ever since the NES days. I don't know if I'd call them low-budget, necessarily. Yeah, I guess go for that. Especially because, like, the Metroidvanias are usually considered some of the best-looking sprite-based games on their respective platforms. Mostly. I mean, I guess you could also say it's... yeah, I mean, I guess you could say it's low budget in the sense that they like to reuse enemy designs a lot. They do recycle enemies and sprites a lot to the series. Lots of recycling, recolors. But a lot of franchises do that. Let's not get it twisted. A lot of franchises do that. Hey, Card44, what's going on? Hey, I've never played this, but I'll be buying it soon. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, Hector, boy, Hector. Who knows? Igarashi said that he's the guy that makes full-fledged game on a low budget, which, man, that means the artist did some heavy workings. I don't know. I mean, if he says it's low budget, then I guess I'll have to take his word for it, but it just, it didn't feel low budget. At least to me. Oh, I don't think we made it this far in my previous stream, did we? I don't think we did. I don't think we did. I don't think we made it this far. So, this is the death boss fight that we've all seen from the trailer. Notably using his Smash design that was in the Smash reveal trailer for Simon. You know, when he murdered Luigi, stole his soul. This is, I'm not gonna lie, this is a rather easy boss fight. Even when you're playing it for the first time, this is a very easy boss fight. He's very telegraphable, he's very easy to read. His attacks are very slow and easy to dodge. It's a very easy boss, surprisingly. Anyway. So he drops a bunch of gold teeth. We need some items. Yeah, let me grab that. I don't want this. This is the weapon from Hollow Knight, but I don't want it because... I'll replace it with that. I don't like it because it doesn't stagger. It doesn't really stagger enemies, and it kind of leaves you vulnerable. But it's got high damage output, so I'll take it. Whatever. Oh, hey there, Nick. Hopefully you'll stick around because we're doing this for real. We're doing this for realsy reals this time. Where we're gonna get through this Castlevania DLC and then we're gonna beat the game properly. I have a good feeling about it this time because there hasn't been any issues with the stream yet. So. How's this going? It's going good. Going good. Right now, I'm just, I don't know if you caught it, but at the beginning of the stream, I mentioned that, I already beat the game. I beat the DLC multiple times, and, I unlocked pretty much most of the major costumes and shit that I could unlock. And I posted about them on Twitter numerous times. So right now, what I'm doing is I'm just playing through the DLC to give my thoughts and commentary about the DLC in general. So, yeah. Unfortunately, this won't be a blind experience anymore. I wanted it to be. That's why I wanted to stream it a few days ago when it dropped, but the stream just it just wasn't in the cards for me that day. So this is the bank. Also, by the way, notice that we are no longer in the Castlevania DLC. Because if we go back here, Shinoa is no longer the cell merchant. That is because of what I talked about earlier, where they structured it in such a way to where you only get to play half of the DLC during a run. And because we played that route first, we have to come back later in a separate run. So now, for the rest of this run, we're going to be playing the base game, and then we're going to beat the boss of, you know, the main game. So this level right here is the bank. I like to take this because the bank is a pretty short level, and it's actually pretty good for, like, kind of speeding through the run. I kind of like it, so we're going to go to the bank, just to kind of get things over with. I beat death in my stream. Oh yeah, I noticed that you streamed it recently. I wanted to hop in, but I didn't have time. Yeah, that's cool. How far did you make it? Did you get the other half? Did you get the other half of the DLC completed? Did you fight Dracula? I didn't make it the other half? Oh, okay. Yep. If there's one thing I don't like about this stage, though, it's these Golden Gorger enemies. They suck. They're probably my least favorite enemy in the whole game. The reason why they suck is because you might notice that there's these golden, like, flies that fly around, and they explode. Now, when they explode, they turn into a bunch of golden shrapnel, and then they gravitate towards the Gorger. If they go towards the Gorger will absorb all that gold, and he'll turn into a monstrosity. He'll get bigger and bigger and bigger, and he'll deal more damage. Hopefully we don't have to deal with that, because I hate when it does that. Damn, completely missed the notification. Oh, you're not too late. We just started not too long ago. You did miss the first half of the DLC where we fought Death, but we're gonna go ahead and fight Dracula in the next run. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to show it off today. I know I'm not gonna show it off today, but I posted on Twitter. If you play this game as various different characters, or at least if you fight Dracula as various different characters, there will be unique dialogue. And I think one of the funniest ones in this game was when you fight Dracula as Maria. Because what'll happen is she'll pop in and she'll be like, "You won't capture me easily this time." And then Dracula, I shit you not, Dracula says, "I don't even know who you are." He really pulled a Thanos and said, "I don't even know who you are." Oh, man. Again, I can forgive this game for the humor, because I know it's coming from a place of passion and not from a cash grab. Not from a place of content for the audience. Okay, so we got the green one. Or no, the blue one. So we want to go up? Yeah, we want to go up. Gotta go up. I don't even know who you are. Dracula's just in denial about how badly Maria roasted him back in... yeah. Like, what do you mean you don't know who she is? She was present in like 2 games. Shaft kidnapped her. Like, did you not? Like, Dracula, do you have like, are you going senile or something? Okay. Okay, we gotta be extra careful now because we're starting to get low on health. It's because of those giant gorgers that I was talking about. He is old, leave him be. Where are we at right now? Yeah, let's go up. No, we're not going there. We're not going there. We're not taking the green door. We're gonna get the hell out of Dodge. Just want to get out of here. Just want to get out. Just get out. Just get out. Just want to get out. Alright, what do we have to invest? It says edgy death outfit. So, the unfortunate... I guess I could talk about this now. Is Grant a skin in this game? Oh, okay, so... I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna answer your question. So, in the trailer, they claim that there are 20 unique characters that you can play as in this DLC. That is a lie. I think there's really only about 8 or 10, maybe, like actual unique characters to pick from. The rest of them, however, are just variations and color swaps for Death and Dracula. We can see 2 of them right here. Red Death and Edgy Death. This kind of disappointed me because I was going into this assuming that, like, oh, if they have all these other characters to play as and all these, you know, equipment to pick from, I'm like, oh, this is a huge, opportunity for them to put like Reinhardt or Cornell or Nathan or even like any of the other Belmonts too. I was expecting at the very least all 6 of the Belmonts to be here, but we didn't even get that. So let me answer your question. The characters that we got are Alucard, Maria, Richter, Trevor, Simon, Richter. Oh, I already said Richter. Yeah, Trevor, Simon, Richter, Sypha, Death, Hector, Dracula. I think that's it. Oh, and the axe armor. You also got the axe armor. And the rest of them are just variations. Yep. Nope. Shanoa is not playable in this game. She is stuck to being the merchant. She is stuck to being the person that upgrades your cells. Which kind of sucks because you can play as Dracula, you can play as Richter and Alucard, and they're NPCs. That kind of disappointed me. So yeah, no Grant. No Shanoa. Yeah, she's an NPC in this game. Unfortunately, not a playable character. Surprisingly too, no Soma. I thought for certain that Soma Cruz would be in this game because this seems like the kind of game that would lend itself to his skill set. Like, you'd think that this game would be perfect for him, for his playstyle. But no Soma. I thought that was strange. I'm glad they put Hector in here, though. I think that makes it up for me. I'm able to forgive all that because they put Hector in this game. That is a first. I'm very surprised that they put Hector in here. On top of it being game accurate Hector and not Netflix-vania Hector, that's really dope. I'm glad they did that. Has the Ricochet rock, but no... Wait, what? Oh. Has the Ricochet rock, but no Jonathan. Yeah, it is disappointing. Very well. Another thing that's disappointing. One of the skins, and this again, minor nitpick, I guess. One of the skins that you can get in this is Matthias. You can get a Matthias Kronkvist skin. I saw there was a Netflix reference in Trevor's skin. No, there is not. There are no Netflix Well, technically, The bio. I think they're talking about the bio. Because if you look at the outfits, they all have a bio. And if you look at Trevor's bio on his outfit, it says something like, oh, don't call him Trevi. I think that might be a nod to the Netflix show. I think so. The whole Trevi thing. I think. But no, he doesn't look anything like Netflix-vania. None of the characters in this game look like their Netflix-vania counterparts. They all look game accurate. Which is perfect. That's perfect. But what I'm disappointed about with Matthias, though, because there is a Matthias Kronkvist skin, I assumed that because all these other unique characters looked, you know, they had faces, they had hair, that their costumes looked on model, right? I thought that when I unlocked Matthias Kronkvist, I was going to get this really cool, like, fur collar, robed, like, black-haired, you know, version of Dracula, right? Like, actually Matthias Kronkvist from Lament of Innocence, right? No. The Matthias outfit in this game is just a color swap of the existing Dracula outfit. So he's got a cape, he's got the collar, it's just green and black. It's just a green and black color swap. I was very disappointed with that because, like Hector, that took a lot of grinding to get. It takes a lot of grinding to get that skin. And I wasn't very happy with it, because it was just a color swap. And to add insult to injury, the face, like the head portion, isn't unique. It's the beheaded. It's the main protagonist with like the flame head. So that kills it for me. Because I'm not playing as Matthias. I'm playing as the beheaded, wearing a Dracula costume that's color swapped to be green and black. I'm not playing as Matthias Kronkvist. What am I doing right now? I hate this level. There's so many, like, teleporting things to look at. Let me see here. Where's the key? How far is the... Oh my god, why has it got to be all the way over there, bro? Okay, well, we're down here. There's one down here that we can grab. Yeah, I hate this map because they force you to grab, like, these crypt keys to progress. So, yeah, you can't speed through this level, which kind of sucks. It blows, it blows. Sorry about that, I was just looking at chat. Okay, go to the left. Oh my god. I'm surprised it didn't hit me. Actually, take this teleporter, let's go back up. Oh, we would have needed the key to get up here anyway, so... I'll take this. I don't even... Oh, yeah, I do. Okay. I was gonna say that I don't have any purple gear for the tactics to really matter. But, nope, I do. It's the quote-unquote sub-weapon that I have. Oh, man, we gotta go all the way over there. Shit. Is there any Curse of Darkness or Lament of Innocence music? I heard plenty of the usual stuff. Not really. No. A lot of it is... Well, actually, no. I don't know. Because apparently I found out that there's a soundtrack setting. You can change, like, the soundtrack to be Dead Cells, or you can change it to be original. I haven't tested it yet. Because I know if you change it to the original soundtracks, you'll get, like, actual music from the games, like, ripped from the games, rather than it being, like, a Dead Cells version, like, remix of it. So I don't know. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't, but I know that in this soundtrack, the Dead Cells version, there's not. They just remixed a bunch of, like, the classic stuff from, like, you know, Symphony of the Night, Rondo of Blood, you know, like the classic stuff, you know. I'll have to check the soundtrack options to check. I didn't even bother to do that. I'm surprised I didn't. I told myself that I would. I just never bothered. I guess I was probably just too focused on trying to get these skins. I didn't even bother. Here. Oh, that tore through my health. Ew. Oh, a secret. Okay, now we can grab the key. Oh, I didn't know. I thought those were platforms. Wait, why didn't you grab the... Like, what the hell was that? I pressed the button. Let me look at chat again real quick to know I'm not missing anything. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good. Oh, wait. Oh, alright. Okay. Let's see. Oh. It's kind of a shame that there are more obscure characters aren't in. It could have worked to introduce them to people that are new to Castlevania. Right? I would have loved to have seen a Cornell skin, or Reinhardt, or Nathan. Or even Leon, because they put a Matthias skin in here, and they put Hector in here. They actually mention Leon, too. Because if you play as a Belmont, and you fight Dracula as a Belmont, there's a chance that he'll mention Leon and his friendship with the Belmont clan. So it's cool that they at least mention him, but it's... I wish they actually put more Belmonts in this game. That would have been... Dude, that would have been a first. That would have been another first for them to do. To put all 6 Belmonts into one game. Because even Konami hasn't done that yet. Even Konami hasn't done that yet. Dead Cells would have pulled off so many firsts for this franchise. Dude, it's not even funny. Have you played the Richter mode? Yes, I have. Heads up, by the way, Nick. When you get to Richter mode... Oh my god, I gotta heal. I'm gonna die here. Heads up. When you get to Richter mode, make sure to look out for secrets. Like a secret area. Because that's how you're gonna get the Alucard sword. If you want it. Because the Alucard sword is in the secret Richter mode. It's on the right side of the map. It's like a little, like shaft that you have to roll into. But yeah. Dark Tracker. I'm gonna put one of these down. Fuck him up. God, it's like I'm playing Bloons Tower Defense. Wait, what? Oh, I see. Wait, you guys put 2 doors here? Wait, what is this? What is this? What is that? Explorer's Rune. This permanent rune reveals the whole map. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Well, I don't need that because, I already had the whole map exposed. You know why? Because I'm playing on assist mode. Ha 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 ha. Dirty old Darian playing on assist mode? Oh my god. I'm just doing it for the stream's sake. Just to make this stream go by a little bit faster, because if I'm gonna be playing through the through both runs, I need this to go by a little bit fast. Death Orb. Ooh, assist mode. I'm glad that they don't penalize you. I'm happy that they actually acknowledge Because when you activate it, they tell you that they're open to people playing how they like to play. You know, it's about the enjoyment of the player, and they don't want to restrict you to arbitrary difficulty settings. So they're like, look, as long as you're having fun playing the game, you can do whatever you want. So they don't take away achievements from you, they don't take away boss cells from you. You can still die. Like, you can still have difficulty with this game by having assist mode on. It just makes the game a little bit easier, and I'm glad that they did that. That puts them on my good list for doing that. Because I don't like games that are like so dead set in their ways. They're like, no, this game is supposed to be hard as fuck. Fuck you if you can't get used to it. You know? I'm glad that they actually like had some decency. It was like, okay, look, just have fun. Right? It doesn't matter how you play. Just make sure you're having fun. I like that. I'm not a fan of this get good attitude. I've never been a fan of that. Like, not every game needs to be, like, teeth-grindingly hard. Not every game needs to kick you in the nuts to make it enjoyable, you know? I feel like that's a modern trend that a lot of games are trying to, like, fall on these days, where it's like, oh, we have to make it hard as tits. We gotta make it hard as hell, because if we don't, then people aren't gonna like it. They're gonna think it's too easy and they don't want to play it. So we have to make every game, like, ridiculously hard and unforgiving. We gotta embrace the get good attitude. I've never liked that. It's a very toxic mindset. I've never liked it. Just have fun, dude. Just have fun playing the game. Anyway, that was the timekeeper. What do we get for this? That's lower. Why the fuck would I want that? Ooh, 3,000. I think I'm gonna replace that with the whip. Because Hector uses a sword anyway, so why am I using a whip? Yeah, that's nice. It throws a projectile. So now we're going to the Derelict Distillery. Oh, this is the High Castle portion. Oh, this might be long, maybe. I don't know. Oh, I think my phone died. Put down the charger real quick. Alright. What do you got for me? Perfect. Oh, I have to have one boss cell to keep it going. Oh, that's messed up. I mean, I guess maybe it's fair. I guess I'll keep investing in that. Alright, High Peak Castle. Damn, we've been going on for 26 minutes. I remember talking with a friend about the get good attitude and how that related to the watching a movie kind of games. I gotta look at chat again to read the whole thing. I think I know where you're going with this. Let me wait for that thing to charge and I'll look at it. How big is this map? Yeah, this map is pretty big. Why has it gotta be all the way down there? And of course it's one of these maps that requires keys, dude. Oh, why has it gotta be one of these, bro? Why has it gotta be one of these maps, man? Okay, where's the key at? I'm assuming it's in that gateway right there. Alright, let's go down. I'm assuming it's in that gateway. Yeah, alright. Alright, is it in here? No, it is not. This is a severe waste of time. Wait, what is that? Oh, that must be the way to go. Yeah, I think that's the way to go over there. What is that? Wait, what is that? What is that painting right there? What is that? I don't think I've looked at that. What is that? The one, you know, beside Alucard. What is that? I don't know what that is. It looks familiar. I don't know. I'm probably reading too much into it. I don't even know if that's a Castlevania reference or not. It doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like anything I recognize from Castlevania, at least. God, it's just door after door after door. These guys pack a punch if you don't take care of them fast. So, the Resident Evil 4 demo dropped today, by the way. The remake. The Resident Evil 4 remake demo dropped today. I meant to download it before I started streaming, but I didn't do that. I'm definitely hyped to play that. So yeah, a reminder for anybody that wants to get it. It is officially out now. And I'm pretty sure it's the same like layout as the original GameCube demo too, where you're playing through the village. I heard one of my friends was just talking about it. Okay, cool. Key to the castle. Oh my god, dude. Where's the other one at? Oh, it's the red one, I bet. Okay, I remember now. Yep, it's blue and red doors. We have to go through those blue and red doors to find them. I remember now. Okay. So there's a red door up there we gotta go through. Oh my god. Wait, what am I doing? Oh my god, eat shit by the spikes. Here it is, the red door. Gotta go. Oh my god, we gotta fight more elites. Oh, I'm so dead. I am so dead. Okay, never mind, we're good. If I didn't have that thing that retained 1 HP, I would have been dead. That would have killed me. Oh boy. Alright, get out of here. Okay, we got the other key. We can just leave. Ah, alright, well. Let's just get the hell out of here. Get out of here. Throne room. Here we go. Final boss. Final boss, boy. Took a half hour. I don't know if I'm going to be able to continue. I might just finish the rest of it tomorrow. I don't know. I chose a bad time to do this. Yeah, okay. Maybe. I don't know. Do I need anything? No? Alright. Refill that. Kind of an odd thing to mention, but I thought that RE style game could work for a 3D style Metroidvania. Wait, what? Style game could work for a 3D style Metroidvania. I think I know what you're saying? I think I know what you're saying, yeah. Oh yeah, I need to look at chat again. I forgot your one message. Hold on. Talking about the get good shit. Let me look. Yeah, you said. Oh yeah, the watching a movie kind of games where there's no challenge. Yeah, like just like where it's like just mostly hours upon hours worth of cutscenes and just walking around, where it's just you're playing a movie. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. So this is the Hand of the King, and probably I would say this guy is easier than Dracula when it comes to the final boss. Because if you play the Castlevania route, then Dracula will be the final boss of that run. And frankly, he is a much tougher fight than this. Yeah, much tougher. I'm gonna Fox method this. I'm gonna do the Fox method. We're playing melee now, boy. Where are you going? Come on, you crispy critter. There we go. Got it. GG's. Rest in peace, as Hector would say. We got a skin. The Hand of the King outfit. Oh, that's neat. I think games are very similar to each other, plus the Mr. X styled sax sounds pretty cool. SAX, man. I'm not gonna lie. When I first played Metroid Fusion, and I encountered SAX for the first time, that legit made me jump out of my chair. Like, just because I wasn't expecting it. Oh, wait, what? What? Do I have to... Oh, okay. Crispy critter. That's a LTG reference. But, yeah. SAX scared the fuck out of me the first time when I saw it. Like, the setup, like the music when it first shows up, just the build up, and then when it does that close-up, I was not expecting it to do that. Yeah. So that's Dead Cells. So now I'm going to take this opportunity. I'm not going to end it just yet. I want to take this opportunity to show off some of the bonus stuff. You know. Yeah, see? Alright, so here's all the outfits. Here's all the Castlevania outfits. Simon, this short outfit is made to help its wearer to bend their legs and arms, including while jumping. You didn't finish the quote, though? Yeah, because he says... And then one day, this black crispy critter with nappy-ass hair, who's angry at the world for no reason, decides he wants to cause some trouble in the world. Anyway, Alucard, looking a little bit uglier than what his NPC looks like. Regal vestments, worthy of the Dark Lord's son himself. Richter, ripping off your coat sleeves is indeed a way to move around more easily. Not the most logical one, though. Sypha, I really love how they made her look in this. Traditional robes worn by the witches of the Belnades clan. Trevor, again, I really love this design. Look at that design. It looks like a blend of both his classic and Curse of Darkness design. It just looks so cool. Now this bio, though, I don't like this bio. Not a fan of this bio, though. The clothes of the most revengeful of all Belmonts. Don't call him Trevi, or he could hate you even more than he hates Dracula. I don't know why they called him the most revengeful of Belmonts when he doesn't have any beef with Dracula necessarily, or even any need for revenge. Nothing in Trevor's arc happens to make him want revenge. Yeah, revengeful? What? But he's not Leon. Like, if this was Christopher, maybe this would have made sense. Yeah, he's... Like, what does that even mean? And yeah, the whole don't call him Trevi thing is just dumb. But yeah, I like the design. Here's Maria. Covered in cat fur and dove feathers. Allergy sufferers beware. Here's Hector. He kept his Devil Forge Master garments even after defecting. Sargon, it seems that the torso is based on the Japanese concept art. I saw someone mention that on Twitter. I think that's exactly what they were going for. Hold on, let me look at chat again. Stuff was going by fast again. Alucard admired how he could lift people up. Yeah, exactly. Like, Grimoire of Souls goes further into what Trevor was like. They said that he was noble, he was charismatic, he was able to make friends easily. And he's not revengeful. That doesn't even make any sense, dude. I think why they refer Trevor as the most revengeful is because of the Curse of Darkness personality. Very pissed off. I guess? Even then, I don't know if I would call him revengeful in that one. He just seems kind of like... He seems more, I'd call him a hard ass. I don't know if I call him... He seems more, what's the word I'm thinking of? I don't even know if hard ass is the right word. He's just more, what would you describe that as? He's tougher. He's a bit more abrasive. in that he's abrasive. He's still nice. He's still a good-hearted person. Yeah, stubborn. He's stubborn. He's, you know, he's abrasive a little bit. But he's still good-hearted. He's still Trevor Belmont. He's still a noble person. He's heroic. He's charismatic, but he's a little bit hard-headed. Yeah. Yeah, axe armor. Or, I'm sorry, haunted armor. This kind of ornamental armor is not comfortable at all. It's almost as if you weren't alone inside of it. Death outfit. I think this is the first one I got. I think this is the first skin that I unlocked. Yeah, this is pretty cool. It comes for us all. And here's one of the variations that I was talking about. Feel the cold grasp of death around your neck. Here's the Dracula outfit. Let me look at chat. I remember Emmanuel said that he was respectful, but a bit too direct to the point of accidentally being... That's how I would describe him. There we go. I think that's exactly how it is. He's direct. He's a bit too direct to where he can come across as rude. That's perfect. That's a perfect way to describe him, honestly. That's good. He's just a little bit forthcoming. He's a little bit zealous, you know. I don't know why it's not showing the other chat message for James. I don't know why it's not showing it. Anyway, here's Dracula. Dark Lord, Prince of Darkness, Demon King, Master of the Castle, Vlad Tepes, Matthias Kronkfist. The original owner of this cape has had many names across the ages. And here's the Matthias Kronkfist outfit. Again, I'm a little bit disappointed because it is just a color swap of this. I would have preferred like more detail. I would have preferred being able to actually play as the character and not just the outfit. It's not even the same outfit. This is not what Matthias wears. This does not look like what Matthias would wear. His collar's not green. His collar is supposed to be like a white fur collar. And he has black robes all over him. This is not... It's just a color swap. When he was still human, Dracula cursed God for taking his beloved Elizabetha from him. Again, I like the attention to detail. I like that they're paying attention to the lore. But again, I'm just a little bit disappointed with the skin. Let me see. All right, let me look at chat. I'm having that same issue with some chat not showing. Yeah, it sucks. Oh, 150 and above gets cut off. Damn. Says, who knows, it depends on the interpretation. The devs call him revengeful. I call him, I'm so done with everything. He's even sarcastic against Hector with him saying, cannot be. I think I like how Juan described him, to where he's just a bit too direct to the point of coming across as rude. I think that's exactly how he was portrayed. I don't think he was revengeful at all. I don't really think he has the mind or the presence of someone being revengeful. Because that's Hector. Hector is revengeful. We've seen that. We know what that looks like. Hector is revengeful. Right? Trevor is not that. Trevor's not revengeful. I thought it was cool how Matthias and Soma's colors relate to each other. Yeah, like the black and white. Yeah. But yeah, that's all the skins. My favorites... Well, honestly, I'd say my favorites are probably Hector, Trevor, Simon. Honestly, all the unique ones look good. Alucard still looks a little bit looks a little bit sloppy to me personally, just because it looks kind of mesh. Looks very looks very derpy to me for some reason. It just Richter looks good, Sypha looks good, Trevor looks good, Maria looks really good in this. Maria looks really good here. I think she probably looks like the best when it comes to detail. She looks the best, honestly. Or even Hector, for that matter. I mentioned a little bit, but you may have missed it, but I think that Revengeful might have been for Netflix. Yeah, since he's a lot more rude there. And a lot of people said that, too. People pointed that out, that people... I think that's why people said that there was like a Netflix-vania reference with Trevor, was because of that bio. Because of the whole revengeful quote and the whole Trevi thing. I think that's what they were talking about. So, yeah. So it says Simon, Hector, and that's all I can think of are revengeful type personalities. And Judgment is extremely prideful to the point where it comes across as rude and demanding. Hector is Hector. Yeah, Simon in Judgment was borderline unlikable, personally, because he was just very, very overzealous and prideful about being a Belmont and the power of the whip. He was borderline unlikable as a character because of how just abrasive he was in that game. Yeah. Her ribbons look nice. Yeah, it does. Hell yeah. Let me pick one of them. Yeah, let me show Trevor real quick. Yeah, see, he's got like these these tails on his clothing. He's got the scarf. He's got the tails on his waistcoat. It's pretty cool. And I do think, yeah, like James said, I think it's supposed to like reflect his Japanese concept art from Castlevania 3. It does look like it. It does look very similar. Let me look at chat again. I like the idea of Simon's pride, since the legendary 3 are these larger-than-life figures that he needs to live up to. Well, the funny thing about that one is that Judgment, that was a retcon by Judgment, as a matter of fact, because apparently Simon doesn't even know who Trevor is. Simon isn't supposed to know who Trevor and the 3 legendary warriors are supposed to be. He's supposed to know more about Christopher, because during his time, Christopher was the most renowned Belmont at the time. But they didn't have Christopher in that game, so they had to, focus all the attention on Trevor, because, how are they going to make a dynamic out of that, right? But yeah, that just a little nitpick. Yeah. Shit. Yeah, I chose a bad time to start this. I probably should have started this earlier. That way I could do both of the runs, but it's getting pretty late for me. Well, I got to show off the first half. I think tomorrow I'm gonna show off the second half when we actually get to beat Dracula and show you guys the ending. And then I think, yeah, that'll do it. It says, oh yeah, even Grimoire of Souls Trevor gets kind of sidelined in the timeline, becomes a little bit more forgotten. Yeah. It kind of sucks that it has to be that way, because it's like it's a take-two. It's like it's one of those double-edged swords, because you either make Trevor forgettable or you make Christopher forgettable. You kind of have to take one or the other, That and Grimoire of Souls development kind of got shafted. Yeah. Just making sure, yeah. Alright, y'all. Alright, take it easy, man. Alright, Nick, take it easy. Chat, y'all, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for sticking by. I'm sorry that, it had to be this way. Sorry that we couldn't get, like, my blind reactions to the game. Because I'm sure that would have been more entertaining. I know for a fact it would have been more entertaining. But yeah. Thought it was cool to show off some of this stuff. Yeah, thanks for talking about Castlevania, talking about the lore, talking about retcons, talking about stuff. And I will catch y'all tomorrow, or the next day maybe. I don't know. Maybe it will be tomorrow. Wait, will it be tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday. Yeah, tomorrow's Friday. Am I free tomorrow? Yeah. I should be able to do it tomorrow. Okay. We should probably let go of Netflix-vania. I keep telling myself that. I keep telling myself that every time I start these streams, that I'm not going to talk about Netflix-vania, but it always happens. It always ends up happening. Every time. At some point or another, it emerges in the conversation, and I get right back in the cadence of talking about it again. It always happens. Every time. It wouldn't be a Darien 64 stream if we weren't talking about Netflix-vania over and over again, would it? Anyway, that's going to be it for me. I'll be back tomorrow with more of this DLC, and we're going to beat the game. Catch y'all in the next one.